What's up, guys? It's Talia. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Tuesday, November the 17th. This is Abby. As you can see, it's been about a month since I've done a video. I did have every intention of coming back that last week of October before I had her, because I already knew going in that one way or another she was going to be born on October 30th. The original schedule was that it was going to be an induction, but she never turned. She was still sideways as of the 29th, so the induction turned into a C-section. So she was born on October 30th, at officially 1:36 p.m. She was 6 pounds 11 ounces, and as you can see, she's perfect. She's beautiful. I can hold her up a little bit here. As of right now, she has brown hair and some dark blue eyes. I know this early in their lives that their eyes don't officially get their final color, but I think she's gonna have blue eyes, and I hope her hair stays dark, stays brown like mine. So Andy's thrilled. He was able to take off work that day and that weekend, because I went into the hospital, to the birthing center technically, on Friday and was discharged on Sunday. And Andy was there with me, was here at home with me on Monday to help out if I needed it, and he had to go back to work on Tuesday. But basically I was okay to care for her until he got home around 2:30 in the afternoon. So yeah, everything is going good. I'm feeling much better than I did when I got out of the hospital, I can tell you that much. But she is, like I said, she was born on the 30th, and today's the 17th. So I always have trouble figuring out, do you count the day that they're born, or do you count it starting from the day after? So I think she's officially 18 days old. So but yeah, this is her. This is the little bit fierce. But I am going to, she's got done eating, so she's trying to sleep right now. But I am going to go put her down, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I put Abby down in her bed, which we actually just ordered a mattress topper for her bassinet, because she doesn't seem to like that as much as she does either being held or sleeping on the bed. And we're trying to get her to sleep in her own bed as much as possible. So I'm going to try to do this video again. Wait, I flipped a little bit just. I'm going to try to do this video again because I tried to do this video once already, and it was just a long rambling mess, and I want to try to avoid that this time. So I've worked on a lot of different things. I don't have a lot of haul. I have a little bit of stuff that I've received, but other than that, there's not a lot to this video today. I've actually thought about going forward doing a vlog style, whereas I can take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you know, every so often, every couple of days or whatever. Or 15, 20 minutes every couple of days. And just filming like short little clips. That way I'm not trying to film entire hour-long videos every other week. Because with a baby, especially with a newborn, any parent can tell you, you don't do things on your time, you do things on their time. So I'm thinking that maybe switching it up to a vlog style for now might work a little better. But I wanted to come in and kind of catch you guys up on what I've been doing these last month, because I think it was like mid-October when I did my last video. So yeah, I want to try to make this too rambly, but let me know what you guys think. If you think a vlog style would be okay. I know there are people out there that don't like vlog style Flosstube videos, but I know some people don't mind them. This wouldn't be like an every single day filming, because truth be told, I don't get a lot of stitching done on a daily basis with her. I might get an hour or two at a time at best. So, yeah, I'm not getting much stitching done on a daily basis. So you might get, if I were to do it weekly, or I might still stick to the bi-weekly, but every 2 weeks you might get 3 or 4, maybe 5 clips at best. You know, 10, 15 minutes long or whatever. And that would be a mix of what I've gotten done stitching wise, anything that's come in haul wise. So just let me know what you guys think. If you're down for that, let me know. Or if you're not crazy about the idea, let me know that too. But I have gotten a few extra subscribers in the last few weeks, and welcome to all my new peeps, and welcome back to all my longtime peeps. And yeah, I hope you stick around and see what I've been up to. So I had a couple of new starts. I've worked on a lot of different things, because right now my brain has been all over the place. Like, I want to stitch on everything all at the same time. Which is leading me into, I want to, if I don't do it before 2021, I want to start a rotation. I do want to try to start a rotation. I just can't decide if I want to do it as like a 5-day rotation, or if I want to do it as a 7-day rotation. Still kind of working that out, because that'll give me, you know, a set time, what do you call it, dedicated time to each whip in my whip list. And I know there are a lot that are suffering that I haven't touched for probably a year or better, that need to get worked on. And there's a lot of smalls in there too that should have already been done. And I like, in my brain, like, I want to work on what I feel like working on at the time. But I'm actually also, I need to kind of get into a rotation so that I can get things worked on, so I can get things rolling again. Because I can think of a couple of them right off the top of my head that's like, they're a couple years old. Why do I still have them? They're not that big. You know, they should have been done already. So I need to get these things done, especially these smaller things. There's no reason that a 50 by 50 project should be languishing for 2 or 3 years. None. So, thinking about that too. But with all the business out of the way, let's get into the whips. Like I said, I don't want to make this a long rambling mess like my last attempt. This is Crystal Light, the raspberry sweet tea. So good. I've been trying to make it more like in the picture, like you get those containers that has like the packs where it makes like, I think it's like 2 quarts at a time or something like that. I've been trying to keep that made because we go through drinks like nobody's business in this house. Especially Andy probably drinks 75% of the drinks that we get. So I'm always telling him, get something to drink, get some drinks, make sure you pick up some drinks at the store. So yeah, that's what I'm drinking today. Already took me a couple hours to go through my coffee because, you know, somebody. But that's what's in my cup today. Maybe that should be a segment. What's in my cup today? So trying to think where I want to start. We'll start with the new starts. The first thing I started was something that I had already kind of planned to start this year. I think I had it planned to start earlier in the year, but then I didn't have the silks for it. But then last month in October, earlier in October, I got the silks from Moselle for it. So I started the Jardin Prive, Mr. and Mrs. Quaker. Obviously, you know me, I'm not doing it in the pink and the brown. Yeah. I am doing it in these 2 silks right here. Just saying. And this is my start on it. This is a long piece, as you can see. And this is actually started where, like, in the middle. So, as you can tell, I'm not going to have a lot of room on the top and the bottom. It's a little bit less room than I like usually. But this piece was probably the most perfect that came as it was. And I think I bought this piece from Heaven and Earth when they were having like a, they were having a sale on their wonky cuts and stuff, so. But I dyed this piece. It's like a tan, but it has like splotches of purple in it. You know me and purple. So this is my start on it. I just got that top row done. And there's the purple with a little bit of the blue in it so far. The blue will come in more like later on down the line. And my butterfly needle minder that I believe I got from the Everyday Stitcher back when I was an admin and I was all about the Everyday Stitcher. Back before the group turned to crap. So that is that new start. My second new start, I tried to avoid starting because I had just had a new start a couple weeks before. But I just really, in my mind, I really wanted a new start. So I went ahead and started the Goldfinch and Lilacs by Dimensions. And so far, I've done these leaves for the most part. I think there's a couple stitches here on this leaf that I haven't done yet. And then I started on this lilac bush right here. Didn't get a huge start on it, but a start all the same. But this is actually stitching up pretty quickly. Especially for it to be a Dimensions. So that is where I got to it on it so far. As you can see, it's leaves, and this is that darkest color, but it's in that lilac bush. And I had started on the purple, one of the purples in the lilac. So, and this is just on the 14 count Ada that's included in the kit. Not a big piece. I think the dimensions, the measurements on the front say 5 by 7, so it's not going to be a very big piece. So, and it does, like I said, it's stitching up pretty quick. And I got my Groot needle minder, another Everyday Stitcher purchase. I have so many needle minders from there. Part of me regrets getting them from there, but part of me is like, oh, I got them, I got them. And for the first time, I actually did use one of these floss organizers to put all my floss on, even though it came on one of those cardboard organizer things where it's kind of glued in. And what I really did was I peeled away the back of the cardboard thing that they're in. Peeled away the back of it and then just kind of pulled the floss off of the little sticky thing that they've got them on. So that was my other start. I think I just started that last week. Because I was really like, I need something new. And I fought it. I needed a new start. I fought it. But as you can see in the end, I gave into it. So then that just leaves existing whips. And the first thing that I worked on, which I've actually been working on this since I got home from the hospital, was the Veirlande sampler, 1816 Veirlande sampler. I know it just says this is just part 1. This was in the, what is it? It's on the bottom of the pages here. Sampler and Antique Needlework Quarterly magazine. And part 1, it's in 2 parts. It's only in 2 parts. Part 1 was in the summer 2015 issue. I think it's actually the one that's on the cover of that issue, if I remember correctly. But I'm not doing it in that dark because it actually calls for NPIs. No. Or DMC 3371. But I'm not doing it in either one of those colors. I'm doing it in this beautiful, beautiful blue silk that I think I got from Silks for You. Yeah, I don't know. It might have been Moselle, might be Silks for You. I can't remember. Kind of looks like Moselle, actually. But if I have a picture of where I was the last time you saw it, I will insert it. Otherwise, this is where it's at right now. Oh, that's showing up really good. This is a 40 count picture that's plus in oaken. So it's a darker fabric. But I haven't done anything on the border. I did these numbers up here, and then I think if I remember correctly, don't hold me to it, I finished off this side over here, and then I started coming down. So that's where that sits at right now. So this stays out for right now to satisfy my 40 count need, because every once in a while I'll feel like working on something on 40 count, but since I can't get very long on it at any one given time, you know, I may be able to get 50 stitches in on it at a time. So I get a little bit here and there, not very much, but a little bit here and there. So, and I was coming up and I was going to start on this large thing over here. So, and there's like over here on this side, and there's one over here on this side, and it just keeps going down. This is a very long, very large motif. So, that's where that's at right now. And I got my purple and white blingy needle minder. Don't remember where I got that one. Probably Everyday Stitcher, but I don't remember. Anyway, that's where that's at right now. Like I said, that one's staying out because I kind of still want to work on it. I also worked a little bit on the another project that I recently started, which is Descending Order by Long Dog Samplers. I love these colors so much. So, and I have a working copy. But so far I only have the top 2 pages printed out because it spans across 2 pages, and I've just got those printed out for now. This was on the Q-Snap until my first attempt, and that's when I took it off. But this is where it's at right now. Last time I think I was still working on this part of the border that was up here. I finished that, came down, started on this next border section, and then I did a few of the flower things in that section while I still had that color out, because I'm still working with the same color. So that's where that's at right now. And this is just on, it's a 32 count white Jobelin even weave. And this needle minder I've had for a long time. It's one of the first needle minders that I got. And I'm trying to remember, I think I got it from... It was a minder company that has since closed down, I think. I don't remember. But it's been... I've had it for years. So, don't know where that came from. So that is that one. I said this one is getting put away for now. The next thing I worked on, I kind of have them a little bit spread out right now. The next thing I worked on was the Last Stitch Cemetery by Hinzeit, or Hinzeit. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. I always just pronounce it Hinzeit. And I think I have a picture of it. If I do, I will insert it. But this is where it's at right now. Yeah, this fabric's probably not going to show up very well. But this is where it's at right now. The last time you saw this, I did have the fence behind it. Words, Talia, words. But then I had only just started on this brown outline. I think I had done like around this top section and started down. I can't remember, something like that, but I know I've done a good bit on that. I did take a few projects to the hospital with me, but I didn't stitch on anything while I was there. I didn't stitch, I didn't read, I didn't do crossword puzzles, I didn't do anything. So that's where I sit right now. This is, and you're not going to be able to tell the color that well, but this is a Under the Sea Fabrics 32 count linen. And I cannot remember for the life of me which one it is. It was one of the fabrics of the month back, I think last year. So, but that's where that one is at right now. The funny story about that one is, I was working on that darker brown, and I was working up one side, and I thought, for some reason, the way I had counted, I thought that I had messed up, like, way before that, and so I frogged it all out. Turns out I hadn't initially messed up. I had just counted wrong or something. I had looked at the pattern wrong whenever I was stitching later. So, it got frogged out and restitched. Unnecessarily. And then the last thing I have to show you is it's kind of the controversial one that I'm doing right now. I'm going to hold, this is the pattern, but I'm only going to hold it up for a second because it's got some bad words in it. If you got kids, tell them to look away for a minute. I did a little bit on this one, and that's only been within the last couple of days. Well, I did work on it the tiniest bit right after I got home from the hospital, but I literally got maybe like 20 stitches at a time on it. Not much. But this is where this is at right now. This is where it's at right now. The rest of the word is up here. But the last time you saw this, I literally only had the rest of that word, and I finished this F letter right here, and I've done those 2 stars. The pattern is originally charted all in black, and it's originally charted to have a full star, a full 1-star review. I give it a 1. I only gave it a half star. Sorry. I want to, and I don't know if anybody can help me out on this. Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas. But I remember Amazon. I think it was Amazon. The reviews used to be where the title of the review was in a blue color, and then you had the stars were in yellow, and then the text of the review was black. I wanted to do it like that, but I have searched and I cannot find any review that looks like that, even pictures of old ones or anything like that. So if you have any ideas about what color I could do, because it's just a big 2020 up here. If you have any ideas what color I could do that in, part of me wants to say something close to a 995 or 996, something like that, but I don't think that's right. So I know it's closer to an actual blue than a teal. But like I said, let me know if you have any ideas, because I would rather do the 2020 that's up here in a blue color, in the blue that you used to see the reviews in, but I don't know what color that would be. So got some time in on that, and I'm going to leave it out because I might still work on it. I'm still going to keep working on those. Put that over here. But that's like a lot of little bits of progress here and there. But not much progress on any one thing. I did receive a few things in the mail. Not anything that I technically ordered. Unless you want to count the magazine subscription. I feel like I'm leaving something out. Showed that, showed those. Yeah, I think that's it. My brain's just every which way right now. So I did receive, what did I do with my magazine? Oh, I put it in the drawer over here. Sorry. I did receive my December issue of Just Cross Stitch, and nothing in here has really like stood out to me. I will show you what's in here, and then I want to kind of briefly mention one of these patterns that's in here. So that's, I do kind of like that one, but probably not enough to actually stitch it. That rabbit's pretty too. So when I was going through my I need to start something new mindset last week, I was looking through ornament issues. I was looking through like all kind of different stuff. And there is a pattern that's in here. These right here, specifically this one right here, this was actually also in the Just Cross Stitch 2019 ornament issue from last year. Same pattern. They must have released it or something. The designer must have released it. And this is by Sharon Pope. So, but just to let you know, if you don't get this magazine, it is the same. This pattern right here is in the same. It's in the 2019 Just Cross Stitch ornament issue. I noticed that, and I'm like, I'm looking through it, and then I look through the ornament issues. I'm like, wait, that was in the other. Never mind. So, yeah, there's that. And then my stitchy best friend, Stephanie, from Stitching It, she has been beyond unbelievable. She sent me a couple of things. She sent me one thing before I had the baby, and then she has sent me a box of stuff after I had the baby. And completely didn't have to do that. So when she sent me the box, I mean, there was like baby clothes, and a lot of them were 6 to 9 months. So it's going to be probably next spring and summer before she gets to wear them, which is fine. And oops, there was a few things in there for me as well. The first thing, there's a mask, and this kind of reminds me of like a Mardi Gras, so that is much appreciated. That is actually from an Etsy shop called Needles of Hope on Etsy. So, and this one has, it's more solid up here, so like there's let me take this out real quick. Dang. This doesn't have a flap. This is like heat sealed. Yeah, this one is, it's more sturdy. You can tell it has a like a lining in it. What do you call it? I'm going blank right now. But it has the lining in it. So, and it's, it's more structured, which is cool. Oh, it does have the nose thing on there in there too. So it has record. The nose thing is like, it's down here though. So anyway, got that. She sent me that, and then she also sent me a mug rug. And I know it's a mug rug because the tag says it's a mug rug. It says, I'm a mug rug. I'm bigger than a coaster and smaller than a placemat. Perfect for holding your coffee or tea and a little snack. Don't be afraid to use me. Gently wash in cold water and air dry, and I'll be good as new. So isn't that cute? And then it's got the little ornament fabric on the back. And this looks like it's from a seller called Oliger Stitcher. Maybe, I can't tell from the tag, but I think it's Alleegher, Oliger Stitches. And then, like with this fabric right here, this one right here, the purpley one, she sent me a project bag and included a little bitty project for me. I think this is going to be my December start, because I'm probably going to need something small. So yeah, that's the same fabric that was included on this. So I think it's pretty. So I got those in the mail as Stitchy Kindness, along with Baby Kindness. So yeah, that's probably gonna be it for me for today, because I don't have anything else. Nothing. I mean, there's really not much else that I have. I mentioned wanting to start a rotation. I mentioned, oh, well, I have a question for you guys, and let me know what you think. I don't know if I want to do a whip parade again this year or not. I know a lot of people love whip parades, but a lot of people don't. But I think I might go ahead and do a whip parade again this year. And possibly, I may do it like I did last year, which is a whip parade / whip down. In that, as I go through my whips, I can look at them and think, am I going to stitch on this again? Do I want to UFO this or not? Because the harsh truth is, I do need to pare some of my whips down, because it's a lot. I have a lot of whips that are 2 and 3 years old. They're small projects that should have been completed by now. And that's not embarrassing, but it's a little bit like, why? Why are you procrastinating on these? Why are you letting these sit? Just get them done already. Bigger ones is one thing, but smaller ones that have been sitting for 2, 3 years, 4 years, like my Chinese Phoenix, or Joan Elliott Chinese Phoenix, that was probably going on 4 or 5 years old by now. Why do I still have it? Why am I still plugging away at it? Because I like it. But at the same time, these ones that need to get done, I do need to work in a rotation somehow. Even if I do, I'm going back and forth between, I don't know if I want to do a 5-day rotation or a 7-day rotation. So, maybe when I figure that out, I'll let you guys know. I'm also going to do Whip Go again next year. Don't know if I'm going to follow along with the 24 hours of cross stitch organizational plan or not. I know Jen is going to be releasing the 2021 here soon. And then she said before Thanksgiving. She was going to try to release it before Thanksgiving. I don't know if I'm going to do that, because the only reason I would get that would be probably for the acrostics. And trying to work in the acrostics and Whip Go into a rotation, into a structured rotation is a little bit difficult. So I'm going to do the rotation. I'm going to try the rotation. Anyway, I'm going to try the rotation. But then to work in Whip Go as like my other project. That way I only have out 1 or 2 whips at a time, or maybe 3. Because right now I had like 4 or 5 whips out at once, because I was jumping back and forth between them. So that's why you see so many whips here today, because I was literally jumping back and forth between them. Like, my brain is just, I want to work on everything all at the same time, and I need to get a handle on that. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me today, guys. You saw my lovely little daughter, and it's so good to be back into my regular pants again. Yeah, and to be able to fit my regular pants. But hopefully I won't eat so much now that I gained weight back, because I was actually losing weight when I was pregnant. You know, she was gaining weight. She was taking all of my calories. So overall, I was actually losing weight. But I'm not trying to gain that back. I probably will, because since I had the baby, my appetite has kicked back up a notch. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today. I'm gonna try to, after today, I'm gonna probably try to maybe record like vlog style, you know, a couple of days a week, if not most, you know, 2 or 3 days a week, if nothing else, and record a couple of weeks at a time, and then just put the clips together, because that, I feel like that's going to be easier than me trying to record an hour-long video while she's supposed to be napping, because sometimes she'll nap for a few hours, sometimes she'll only nap for an hour. So, but I know I've said it a couple of times, but that really is going to be it for today. And until I see you guys again next time, be good. Bye.